Hey everybody, this is Anthony, and what's your name, young man?
Owen.
Owen, that's right. I know you.
Hey, who's that?
What you doing?
He said good.
Did you have a good Halloween?
I get it.
Well, listen, guys, we're recovering from Halloween. It's been a busy weekend, but we did manage to go to a Comic Con yesterday and pick up a few books, and we're going to show off some of those as well as a few other ones that we've had. And it's almost your bedtime. You know it?
Yeah.
But you got to have a bath before you go to bed. That's right. That's right. But anyway, we would like to congratulate Dan's Comic Corner for winning the category that we were nominated in, but he got more votes than we did. But well deserved. Happy for him, and like I said, we were just happy to be there. We started this little channel back in February, and we feel like we've had a lot of success with it, and the boys enjoy doing it. This one enjoys doing it, don't you? You like to do it, don't you? Do you like to be on video?
Yeah.
You like to watch yourself?
Take
Tell everybody hey out there.
Hey.
You got anything you want to say?
Bye.
Bye. Is that all you gonna say? Say something else. Tell them who you was. Who was you for trick or treat? Who was you for Halloween?
Kenny.
No. What? Who'd you dress up like?
A trash.
What was your costume?
Blippi.
Blippi. That's right. You was Blippi. Although he had a skeleton costume. Sit up here where we can see you. He had a skeleton costume, and he never did want to wear it. You just want to be Blippi, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys. So we will be right back right after this with our comic haul. Oh, would you like to tell everybody bye?
Bye.
All right, guys. We'll see you here in just a second with our next comic haul.
And tickle me.
And tickle you. All right, tell them bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, this is Anthony coming to you now with our next comic haul. We're back here and ready to get started here, and we're going to start today with some Batman that we picked up lately. Some that we've had, but Batman's just a great comic to collect. It's just, I mean, it never seems like it ever loses its value. It always seems like there's some Batman movies coming out. If there's not live action, there's animated ones that are coming out. There's been an announcement recently that the DC animated universe is going to come out with the Nightfall storyline in a new Batman animated movie, which ought to be really good. And I think it's going to be in multiple parts, so that ought to be really interesting to see that come to fruition on the big screen. Should be really good. I always enjoyed that storyline. So we'll see how close and true they are to the comic. It'll be really cool. I think that's set to come out next year, I believe. We're going to start this comic haul with Detective Comics number 332. Awesome Joker cover here. Carmine Infantino, I believe, doing the artwork on this one. I believe it's from 1965 or 66. I'm not sure on that, but just a really cool Joker cover here. Those Joker covers just seem like they never really get old. They always just seem to continue to go up in value. If you find any Joker covers, it's always a pretty good thing to hang on to them. And here I am already hitting my camera. That's awesome. This one right here, so we'll fix this camera, is Detective Comics number 396, and I believe this is Neil Adams on the cover here. Just a really cool motorcycle covers from 1970 or 71. I'm not sure. It's got a little bit of creasing right here. I picked this one up at the Comic Con that was in Jasper, Georgia yesterday. It's the first time they had held that con. There was not a lot of vendors there, but it's, I think, their first year trying to do it. So it's an interesting thing that I went to yesterday. They had a lot of a lot of activities, but just not a lot of vendors. And since this being the first year, it's called the Charity Comic Con. But it being the first year, let's hope that it grows and they continue to do it. I think they can have a success there. But it was very cool. There was a couple of vendors there that were really, really good comic guys, but not a lot of comic vendors. But I was able to pick up a few books from one comic vendor, Mario's Comics out of Marietta. It's pretty cool guy, and we bought some Batman books from him. But anyway, this is Detective number 396. And this next one is a big time key. This is Detective Comics number 400. First appearance of Man Bat, Neil Adams on the cover here. Really cool story. Just a really great cover. Man Bat, I don't know, I like his character. He's one of my son Will's favorite villains as well in the Batman storyline. I believe he ranked him first on our top 10 monsters list. Just an interesting story. He's kind of an anti-hero more than a villain. But this one is the origin story of Man Bat and the first appearance all in one. Just a really cool book. Also has a first team up, I believe, of Robin and Batgirl in this one, I believe. This one is number 408, another Neil Adams cover. He was doing a lot of covers from this time frame right here, from this 400 series to right below the 400s. But this, I just like the cool Robin melting in Batman's hands, turning into, it's just actually kind of just burning up. The panel covers are really cool if they're done right, and I do like the panel covers in some of the books. Some panel covers are not handled right. This one is really good because you get a little bit of speech in each panel, and it kind of builds up to the big panel down here. I just think that's a really cool cover there. I got another Neil Adams cover right here, number 413, Scarecrow cover. It's really cool. I have not read this one yet, but I believe it is a Halloween type story, but I'll have to read this one to see if that's correct. I've got another Neil Adams here. This one is Detective number 415. These Neil Adams books are not cheap. I try to find them in mid-grade, mid to a little bit above mid. High-grade Neil Adams books, you're going to set down the satchel for. I'm not going to lie to you. They are just very expensive. But they're really cool. His artwork is really good. I always try to pick them up no matter what. He did work on so many titles for DC in this time frame, so it's really good. Now there's another great artist here, Jim Aparo. I love this skull cover. Death Mask, number 437, Detective Comics. Now I like this yellow background on this, but I like the old school cover they went back to on this book right here. The old school logo from the late 30s, early 40s with the Batman up here. It's just really cool. I just really I like that look a lot better. That's the last detective that we're going to show. I'm going to show you some Batman now too. This one right here I did pick up at the Comic Con yesterday, and I had never seen this book, believe it or not. But I love this book. It's a key. It's a low grade. It's got some spine roll on it right there. I believe this can be pressed out, which would help this book, but it still presents really well. But I'm a huge fan of the Brave and Bold episode that has the Batman manga or manga, however you want to pronounce it. I've always said manga. My son says manga. He says I'm a moron for saying manga, but that's kind of the way I've always said it. But it has the episode with the Batman manga in it.
He flies and fights, Batman. Purity and virtue, Batman. Cowards run away, Batman saves the day. Also, boy wonder Robin. Batman and Robin, cave crusaders at night. Biff, how's that, Batman?
main character when Batman was being done in manga over in Japan in the 60s was Lord Deathman. He is a Japanese crime lord in this episode, in this issue right here. But he is the arch enemy. He's almost like Batman's Joker in the Japanese versions. If you've never picked up the book, and I have that book here somewhere. I have no idea what I've done with it. I believe it's right here. If you ever get a chance to read this book right here, it's very, very interesting. It's called the Bat Manga. Really cool book. It goes into a lot of Batman in Japan, how he was really coveted over there, how he started over there, how they got the permission to do Batman over there. It's just a lot of Japanese artwork that you've probably never seen before. There's the Joker right there, drawn by a Japanese artist. I've read a lot of the stories in this are reprinted stories. And of course, you know, you read manga from Clayface, there's Clayface right there. You read manga backwards, people that don't know. So it's a little bit different going from right to left, but they're just really, really cool stories. And that episode of Brave and the Bold is really, really, it's campy, but it's funny, but it's really, really cool. And they all feature this Lord Deathman, and I'll show you Lord Deathman in the manga right here. Here's Lord Deathman in the actual Japanese manga.
Why is it suddenly so dark, Robin? Ugh! That laugh! Lord Deathman!
As Batman's arch enemy. Just really, really, really cool. If you don't know a lot about Batman in Japan, pick up this book. It's really worth the read. And I wish I could give you the title of it. It's called Bat Manga. And it's a traditional manga publication. It's really, really cool. I think you can get it on eBay for around $15, or you might can find it in a used bookstore for actually cheaper than that. But give this book a look. It's really cool. But anyway, that's the first appearance of Lord Deathman in the American comic right there. So I didn't even know that book existed. When I saw he was on there, I had to pick that up for sure because I read a lot of the Batman manga. This one right here is another key. This is number 188. First appearance of the Eraser. Really cool book. This is one of my sons and mine, really. I like this cover too. One of our favorite covers. Number 205. You got the Batman reflection cover right here. You're seeing a lot of these reflection covers have come to now. People still do them on like a regular basis. But it's just kind of a cool little cover there. Here's number 200. This is the first Neil Adams work on Batman right here. It's really cool. And this one I got at Chattanooga Comic Con, number 216. I picked this up about a month ago, I guess. Maybe a little over a month. This is the first mention of Alfred's last name, Pennyworth. So I just thought that's a neat little key to have. Here's one I picked up at the Jasper Comic Con yesterday, Neil Adams cover. This is Batman just getting rid of the Batcave, getting rid of everything. I've not read that story. This one also is I don't know if this is an Adams cover or not, but it's a key. It's the first appearance of Ten Eyes, the man with 10 eyes. And I got this in a collection just recently. It's not high grade, but it is about a mid-grade book. Those black covers are really hard to even get in mid-grade a lot of times. Here's one that I just got this week. This book is very nice. This is number 232. Neil Adams on the cover work here, on the artwork. First, Ra's al Ghul. This is a very highly coveted key for Batman. This one I'm actually thinking about having it graded. It needs a clean and press, but this book right here could possibly come back, in my opinion, just from what I've seen in grading, maybe an 8, 8.5. I'm thinking with a good clean and press. So this is one I might send off to have graded. I'm not a really big, if you know me and you follow my channel, and I've said this on numerous occasions, you probably get tired of hearing me say it, I'm just not a big slab guy. I don't really like slabbed books. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my OCD. I don't know. This one is a Neil Adams cover, 236 Batman, cool little ghost cover there, the Ghost Bride. And here's another Neil Adams right here, 237. This is one of my favorite Batman covers. Love the red background on this. It's the Night of the Reaper. It's a cool Halloween story right here. Night of the Reaper. And I apologize if my camera lens is smudged. And then you got another one right here. This is the third appearance of Ra's al Ghul. I did pick this up at the Comic Con as well. This is Batman number 240. And then you got another iconic cover right here. And I got this book for a steal on eBay. It was part of a 2-issue set. Lady had $200 on it. I just sent her an offer for $100. This is an iconic issue. The only thing wrong with it's got a little nick right there that I can see, a little chipping right there, but the book has very few spine ticks, a couple spine ticks right there. Other than that, it's not bad. Pages are probably going to be off-white, but I just love this cover. It's an iconic Batman Neil Adams cover again. And this book came with it, and it was in a lot worse shape than that one, as you can see from the creasing right here. But that's number 245, another Neil Adams cover here. And then here you got another iconic Neil Adams cover. And this was one I was super proud to get a hold of and find a decent mid-grade copy. Batman number 251. This is the book that is credited for kind of turning the Joker's character from a goofy, campy type character to the psychopathic killer that we know today. This was kind of where it started at in this issue right here. And this book is really coveted by Batman collectors. Just tremendous artwork on this cover. You just got to love it. I mean, Neil Adams' Joker, I mean, that's iconic. It really is. And this one right here is also a pretty cool book. It's the first appearance of Scarecrow in the Bronze Age. So that's a real cool little Batman giant. Here's a couple more that I picked up right here. I got these off of eBay. This one has the Spook in it. And it's a really cool story. I actually read this story on digital the other day. And it was a pretty cool story. And then this one right here, this is an Ernie Chava 1975 cover. And then you got this one right here. This is number 293. This is a iconic Lex Luthor, Batman, Superman cover. And this is a Jim Aparo cover, who did a lot of the artwork in the once Neil Adams left the title. And then you got number 300 here, which is a make-believe story, I believe, of Batman. And I've not read this, but I do remember this cover when I was a kid. And I probably read it then, but I just forgot about it. But I did have this book when I was younger. And really, that's going to be it for our haul this time. We'll just leave these up here for right now. But I did want to show you guys something, and just bear with me here for a second. But you've heard me talk about reading comics on digital, and people that don't read digital or whatever, I just don't really like getting my comics out and turning the pages. I'm really bad. I've got a 4-year-old in the house, and I'm really bad about, you know, being a little bit rough with the pages. I try not to take them out too much and turn the pages. It just seems like those 70s comics, what I like to read, are very brittle. But here is what I read on. And I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me see if I can turn this. This is my Microsoft Surface. And just bear with me here for a second. I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me see if I can zoom this down. Put this camera down for a little bit. Here, I've got quite a few detective comics pulled up right here. And you can just surf through, pick the one you want. These are some that I've had down through the ages. I think I've got every detective comic and Batman comic numbered all the way up through and here's the one that we just are looking at right here. That's right here. So if you want to read this comic, you can just pull it up right here. You can turn this thing this way, and then you got the comic right there. And this app is called Cover. You just swipe and read the whole comic. It's right there on digital. A lot of times I'll use my tablet to read at nighttime before I go to bed. It's good. You don't have to worry about messing up the comic. You can just read it. You can set it down, stick it under your pillow, whatever. When you get tired, lay it down next to you on the bed. It's not going to hurt anything. But they're just, you can get these books if you look at different places on the internet. And here's the 251 that we just talked about also, the iconic Neil Adams issue. You can get these books if you look around on the internet. I think there's a website that's still out there called Get Comics, and they're readily available on the internet. But this is just a cool comic as well. Awesome Neil Adams artwork in this comic. As you can see the Joker right there. But anyway, pretty much every modern book, older book, Golden Age, is out there available if you look for it. I think it's called getcomics.com is one of the ones that's out there, I believe. I don't really download a lot now because I don't read a lot of newer stuff. But most of these I've had for many, many years when I first started reading on digital. So they're pretty cool. It's just, to me, it's an easy way. I know a lot of people, purists, don't like to do anything but read an actual comic book. When you're dealing with some of these comics, though, there's lots of money involved. And I still like to read comics. I guess I'm just a big kid in that aspect, but I still enjoy reading a lot of comics. And if I see an issue I want to read, I will try to find it, you know. But I just don't really like taking my comics out with a 4-year-old in the house, especially, and a dog. I just don't like taking my comics out and trying to read them in bed, and that's where I do most of my reading. And then putting them back in a bag afterwards, and you always wrist tape stick to them and stuff like that. I'm not, that's just not me personally. But, you know, to each his own. I don't begrudge anybody that likes doing that or is pure and they want to keep doing that. To each his own. But once I found out you could do it on digital, I read anything I want to on digital. And, you know, I still have my comics too, and I still like to get them out and look at them, you know, look at the covers and stuff. But I don't really take them out of the bag unless I'm vetting the book and checking to make sure nothing is cut out of it or torn out of it if it's something that I'm selling or shipping to someone. But anyway, again, I just wanted to appreciate everybody to tune in and listen to me ramble on about Batman. But I hope everybody enjoyed this haul. Again, I appreciate everyone that did vote for us in the contest for the CBC Awards. And if, you know, you didn't, that's okay too. We just want you to tune in and kind of discover our channel and help it to grow. That's really what we're doing this far, is to just grow our channel. So, again, we appreciate anybody that's watched and subscribed. I feel like we've had a successful year, and, you know, Dan's Comic Corner, I have nothing but congratulations for you. I think that's awesome. You keep on keeping on, brother. That's what it's all about. The more channels we have, the more content I have to watch. So that's a cool thing. Again, appreciate everyone for tuning in. Me and Willie Mo will be back Wednesday with another Top 10. And again, if you like our content, hit that notification button, subscribe to our channel, smash that like button, and pound that hype button as well, and hype us up. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you Wednesday, and everybody have a safe work week. As always, go Dogs. See you guys.